Alright, I'm not exactly sure what that was all about, but hey guys, what's going on? Vega here from Serpent Special Forces. I do apologize for that, for those that were watching. For some reason, I scheduled a stream, but when I started streaming from OBS, it created a whole another stream using the default channel settings, and I do apologize for the inconvenience that I may have caused. So, I got my hands on the MSI Trio RX 6800 non-XT model, finally. Again, I'm not too happy with the 6000 series compared to the 5000 series. I'd rather have a bunch of 5700 XTs for a lot cheaper, but since MSRP was climbing, things are going crazy, everything's sold out, I figured why not, and I pulled the trigger. I am currently working, so I do apologize. I will be distracted at points in times because I got to double check, but we got the 6800 mining away in the lower left hand corner of your screen. If I get everything set up here, let me go ahead and get you guys squared away. Bear with me 1 second. Alright, so lower left hand corner we can see the kilowatt meter. Sitting around 250 watts minus the 100 or so from system, you know, because my system does draw a lot of power. Software wise, it's only saying that it's pulling 117, 120 watts. So it's obviously pulling more. That's why I always measure by the wall. I have not looked at anybody's stream. I know Bits Be Trippin' was testing one, 6900, 6900 XTs. I know Nefarious got one. I have not looked at the numbers, and I have not confirmed or utilized their settings. What I basically did, and I wanted to show you guys, is I just started undervolting and underclocking and playing around. Right now, I got the best setting that I could find as of right now in the short period of testing that I have. It's been a busy week, so I do apologize if I seemed a little befuddled, but it's been seriously a busy week. So what I plan on doing is I'm going to throw on some music. Hopefully it's not too stupid, because some of the music can be like that. Let's turn that down, because that was a little loud. I do apologize. And we're just going to play around. So I'm going to show you the default real quick. So we got 64.5 or so. You know, I will tell you this. I prefer Nvidia GPUs over AMD because at least I can utilize my system with the 3080 in here than I can with the 6800. So this notepad is not the title is wrong. And I will compile a list like I normally do on Reddit. Let me know if the music is too loud. I will compile a list like I normally do on Reddit, showing you the hash rate for everything. Let's make sure you can see everything. Yeah, so the hash rate's to my left. You should be good. Alright, let me check some work stuff. Hang out with the music, chat amongst yourselves, chat, ask me any questions. If you need to ask me any questions, you might want to tag me because today I'm especially distracted. I don't think she read. Okay. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Is the music too loud? I need to know that at least. Thank you guys for stopping by. Yeah, so software-wise, the wattage is really funk. It's only reading, 116, 117 watts, but clearly from the wall, you can see that it's drawing a lot more power than that. I will have a summary video and a Reddit post that shows everything. You're going to hear fans and all kinds of noise beside you. I do apologize, but everything's right here. Using my laptop to capture because you really don't want to be mining and capturing your card or your system at the same time. We're going to be focusing on the main bad boy, Ethereum, which is what we're doing. So the best setting I was able to get was 64.5, and again, this is just now. 64.5 at the current settings that you see. Now I did notice that if you have a RX 6800, there's a section under Vram Tuning that says memory timing. Matter of fact, let me show you how I got here. Alright, so I'm going to reset everything back to stock. I'm going to show you that. So just like any other control panel, when you install AMD software, you can right click on the desktop and click it, or usually be in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. This is not my primary screen and I'm also in the way, but the little white arrow, you click it, you got this little Radeon icon, boom. This is your home page. This is what you would normally see. You go over to performance and you're going to be on metrics. Metrics is good, and you can also connect it to your phone to where you can see what's going on, but you want to go to tuning. When you go to tuning, you're going to see various areas, and you can see, look at the system power draw right now. If you look in the lower left hand corner of your screen, you can see that we're at 85, 90. That's why I said 100 watts realistically, because I got RGB fans, memory, the whole 9 yards. All that adds up. 94, 95, 86. Yeah, so I put it like 95, 100 basically. But if I get rid of this camera, what we see here is under the tuning section, we got preset automatic manual. You can undervolt the GPU and it will automatically do it. And the system did find the lowest undervolt was 1,000 millivolts, or excuse me, yeah, 1,000 millivolts. But manual tuning, you could go a lot further than that. Then you're going to click this little button next to each one. And then under each one, there's advanced control. That's what we want, because you can see that it just gives us regular numbers, like, 0 through 100. We want to see the actual clocks. We want to see the actual voltage. Fan tuning, I like to have advanced control because we could set a custom aggressive fan curve, which is what I like to do. So I set that maybe not at the max, but somewhere around there. Power tuning doesn't really do too much. You can turn that down, but realistically, it doesn't really do too much. Maybe turn it up for gaming. For mining, I wouldn't even bother with it. Now, VRAM tuning is very important to us because under VRAM tuning, we got memory tuning, and it's default or fast timing. I noticed the difference between the two. If you look here on my spreadsheet, I have default, and then I have the next table down is fast tuning. I don't think that was anything important for me, but you could see stock versus stock, 59.3 mega hash stock versus 60.12 mega hash with fast timing on. And then I got 64.5 at the best setting versus 63.36 without fast timing on. So definitely turn that sucker on. Now the max memory frequency that we're able to get if I turn on advanced is 2150. That's the max that I can get as of right now. The lowest that I was able to get was 850, but it wasn't 24/7 stable. There was a number of crashes that happened there. But we're going to go ahead and leave it back at stock. Discard changes. We're going to leave it back at stock. And we're going to see, I'm going to show you how it performs. And play around with this guy. I do want to do some hardware bot submissions sometime in the future. But I already got all the Ethereum numbers from last night. And this weekend I'm going to be gone. I don't know if I'll be able to do caffeine and crypto, but I'm going to try. So we'll see how things go. Let me go ahead and bring up that 92 C922 back up. Sorry, I'm helping out one of my buddies. What is up with this music, man? I can never find good music. Somebody needs to give me a link to good copyright music, copyright-free music. This joke is dumb. The music's just to entertain you guys because I'm multitasking. I do apologize, I'm not entertaining enough. Do I not entertained? Alright, so where are we at power draw wise? 285, 290, 290 minus 100, 190. That's stock. So even though it's saying 143, 150 in software, we're basically at 190. It's almost like 40 watts more than whatever it's saying in software, to be honest. And you can see that we're getting 59.4 mega hash stock. Everything's stock. When I move the mouse, it will sometimes get caught up. If I try to move a window, it will lock up or it would freeze. Like, see, I'm moving this window. It's not as fluid. Whereas the 3080, I kind of like it. The 3080 in my main system, I can mine while having a Zoom call. I can mine while gaming, for crying out loud. Whereas AMD is very touchy. Now, granted, compared to the 5000 series, the cool thing that I like is that AMD actually did do a better job with drivers. And so if you push these cards too hard, the 6000 series cards too hard, and it crashes rather than just full system lockup, it will recover itself, and then you just get back in there and do your thing. I thought that was pretty cool. Let's try going down to 900 millivolts. Like I said, we can get down to 850. Now, if I try 900, we can't leave this core clock at 2240, 2239. We got to bring it down. Anything above 2100, when you start trying to push this low, it starts to get a little bit finicky. So we're gonna leave it right there at 2082. Now, what you set in here is not going to be what's actual. Okay, if you look at hardware info and I apply changes, you're going to see what the actual clock is compared to what we set it at are two different things. And let me scroll this down. Memory thermals are a little bit concerning. The hottest that I saw was 74. But it's still within spec. So there we are, 64.5. Thermals climbing up. It's cooler in here today too, so you got to be mindful of that. Wow, there's 17 of you in here. Holy crap. How much am I making a day, says Oscar Hasso. My apologies. So when I was calculating it, the RX 6800 is making $4.60 a day before electricity. So at 10 cents per kilowatt hour, like $3.80, $85, $3.90, something like that a day. Yeah, Chancoin's correct. There's a lot of miners that still can't fully utilize the 6000 series GPUs yet. That's why this is just playing around, live testing, hanging out with you guys, because I won't be doing a live stream. I may do a live stream, but it's going to be in South Florida with my wife and friends. They may join in with me, so it may not be the normal caffeine and crypto that's a little bit more constructive. I know I do a lot of off-the-cuff live stuff, but I like to have some type of game plan formulated. But yeah. I mean, the 6800 to me, do not spend, $1,000, $900, $800 on the 6800. I mean, realistically, MSRP, maybe 10% above MSRP is still cool. But when you start getting 20%, 30% over MSRP, you start wondering why. Because then the break-even point goes higher. Even if you were mining all the time, the break-even point goes higher, which we can calculate. I would just have to do it on my laptop. Bear with me. For anybody who just joined in, if you need my attention, please tag me or send a super chat. If you don't need my attention, just keep chatting amongst yourselves, hanging out. I am currently literally working while I am doing this live stream to try to bring you some data. I will have a summary video. So if you're not interested in the live stream format, I understand. I'm getting a lot of rejected shares. I'm getting a lot of rejected shares. You know what? I know why I'm getting rejected shares. Hang on a second. Watch this. Red Panda figured this out. We got a crash. So maybe my core clock was too high. So let's close. See, it recovered itself. That's what I like about AMD. At least this new GPU, unlike the 5700, tends to recover itself and do pretty well at it. Alright, so I'm gonna load my, I like to save and load my profile, so I already have a saved profile here. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that. But I want to bring the voltage down to see how much I can save. Memory timing, fastest, apply. So maybe I was getting rejected shares because of the clock, but I want to see something here, and I'll explain in a second what I was talking about when I say Red Panda found something. Let me check chat. Alright, everybody's just chilling. Yeah, but he had the 6800 XT. What were the... you say, can you try this? What are the settings? Because I haven't been able to check out his video. What was his clocks? That's the question. What were the clocks? Now, I haven't checked Igor's lab yet to find out if there's a more power play table or tools or anything like that. I think there is. Whether or not I can fully utilize it or it's fully unlocked yet, I don't know. This is just stock. So when you get this GPU, put it in your system, stock, you're going to get 59.4 mega hash. There's an option in there for fast timing that will get you a little bit more. And then if you max out the memory at 2150 and try to save some power by dropping the core clock and core frequency, we can get 64.5 standard. You know, that's very easily done, as you can see here. Very easily done or able to achieve. Now, power-wise, with this setting, we're sitting at around 245 watts minus the 100, so that's 140 watts. Even though software inside hardware info, if you look right above me in the miner, it says 114 watts. So just keep that in mind. Hang on, guys, just checking a couple things, making sure my boys are good. This is not going to be a long stream whatsoever. If you're new to this channel, my name is Vega. This is Serpent X Special Forces. I do tech reviews, tech-related content, cryptocurrency mining, crypto news sometimes. Like every Saturday, we have a live stream called Caffeine and Crypto. I thank you for joining us. And please subscribe to the channel if you're interested in any or all of that. Alright, so it was the clock. So 2080, what it was is we were at 2080 core with 900 millivolts, and that created rejected shares as well as crashed. So now we're at 900 millivolts and we dropped it below the 250 core frequency and we're good to go. Now the actual core is running at 2015 megahertz or thereabouts, and the core memory or the memory clocks is running at 2138. Even though we have it at 2150, it's at 2138. Even when you set a high clock, AMD is usually going to be below that target. Whereas Nvidia may boost to that target, above that target, or below that target with GPU Boost 3.0. So we'll see how things go. Is this Red Panda song that we're listening to right now? This is what I hear on his crypto mining rig showcase. I didn't even know this was gonna play. What channel? Oh, this is Spectre. Red, I'm sorry. I just chose some music that's copyright free and playing. I have it turned down so I don't hear it. But if any of these songs suck, just let me know and I'll change it. Sorry. Oh, goodness. So I'm capturing off of my laptop and just mining away. So I'm doing pretty good. So what else can we use, Chancoin? You said Team Red Miner was one? So how does it compare to the Radeon 7? Well, not very well. I mean, Radeon 7 is very power hungry, but at least it gets a better hash rate than this, right? I was really hoping the efficiency of this new architecture with Big Navi will bring us better hash rates, but it's utilizing the same memory as RX 5700 XT. It's not running GDDR6X or anything like that. So very minute changes, and realistically, I mean, what? HashRaptor was able to get 62 mega hash on the XFX RX 5700 XT. I'm not sure if that's 24/7 stable, but I mean, we're only getting 2.5 mega hash over that. So it's not, to me, again, I would rather get a bunch of 5700 XTs, but because the market's gone crazy, the GPUs were sold out, demand is up, I had an opportunity to grab this, so I did. I like to have one of each generation, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, all my GPUs, I like to have one of each generation. I got a 550 Ti, a 660 Ti, a 760, a 980 Ti, 1080 Ti. I still have the 1070, which I got to do some work on. 2080, 3080. And then for AMD, I got some old school HD Radeon cards, or ATI. And then up. I like to have one of each generation just for historic purposes, or like benchmark results on hardware bot. I'm just a collector. So 5700 XT, Alon says 57 mega hash. That's about where I'm at. Yeah. So you're doing with the Radeon 7, in my opinion, because it has HBM2, it is better than this card, to be honest. Yeah, this is Phoenix Miner Crypto World. I don't even have the latest version of Team Red Miner, but 64.5 mega hash. Let's go hunt down some Team Red Miner real quick. Latest version 0.82. No, 0.80. I'm going to download this, extract it. Stream is not going to be too long, so for those who just joined, thank you for joining. My name is Vega. This is Serpent X Special Forces. Tech and crypto related content. If you like that stuff, do me a favor, hit the subscribe and like button. Downloads. Cut. Team Red Miner. Team Red Miner. I'm extracting now, bear with me. So what's up with Cockaroo and stuff? Cockaroo 29, Cockaroos, like, are those not working at all? Because realistically, like, the next best thing for mining, other than Ethereum, on say 6 RX 5700s, is going to be Cockatoo 31. But what's up with that? So let's try Cockatoo 32. Let's see what happens. Well, here's 31. Let's see if the miner will read it. Nope. It crashed before I could even pull it over to y'all's screen. Holy crap. That's a jet going by. Jeez Louise. So what is Team Red Miner is crashing even on Ethereum. What's up, Dan the Dane? How you doing, bud? Team Red Miner is even crashing. Everything's crashing. Can't mine anything. What the heck? I'm gonna have a summary of all the data. So like, if you're just sitting here watching me fail, don't be disappointed. I won't have time this week, but I eventually will have time to provide, like, consolidate and provide all this data to you. So just hang on tight for me. Now, AnduCrypt's pretty good about Wild Rig Miner. Let me go check him out. Get the latest version. But yeah, right now the only thing that you're going to be able to tune the GPU with is going to be the AMD software, because MSI, look at MSI. If I try to set the clock, watch this, 1950. If I try to set it, it just zeroes out. I don't know if they plan on coming out with another update or what, but I can't do anything with MSI Afterburner. All right, I gotta continue checking my work. I'm just gonna get a miner going, let you guys check it out. And I gotta get some more work done. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Do apologize that this was an unscheduled stream, but I wanted to take the opportunity to do this while I have a chance. Kapow Team Red Miner. Okay, let's check it out. Yeah, it just crashes. I can't even get it over there fast enough so you guys can see. Let's do pause, see what happens. Edit. Pause. Save. Okay, so Windows TDR delay value is missing or invalid. You may experience suboptimal miner. Failed to initialize device. Double click the Windows TDR fix reg. I don't see it. There it is. This screwed up my registry. I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah, it still failed to initialize. That sucks. Alright, Wild Rig Miner, here we come. Let's try, what do they have here that we can actually mine? Let's try Raven on here. Architecture GFX 1030 not supported. Oh, there goes that idea. Let's try a ProgPal. Not supported. Xano, which is another ProgPal, not supported. Veal, another ProgPal coin, not supported. Alrighty then. Oh, that sucks. Let's try this. I have the latest driver. I think it's kernels. If the developer hasn't updated the kernels, then it doesn't work. Now, if you're telling me that the developer did update the kernels, but it's still not working, then yeah, I'll do some troubleshooting and stuff like that. But I'll be doing all that off screen when I'm not working, when I'm not taking care of my wife and spending time with her for her birthday. I'll do a bunch of testing, get all that data together, and what I normally do is I put it on Reddit for the community to look at, partake, compare. Now, other people have the 6800, so this is nothing new. But This is Rio currency. I believe the CPU is disabled, so the hashing we're getting is all GPU. No, it's not disabled. Yeah, so it is using the GPU. Let's make sure it's not utilizing my CPU. Yeah, it's not using the CPU. Let's see here, throttling. At least with this miner, I can move freely in Windows. Task Manager, Performance, CPU. So yeah, it's not using much of the CPU. All right, let's let this run. This is an old XMR stack, 210.8. There's probably a new one, if there is a new one, if the devs made up a new one. But this is Rio currency. What else did I use for? Well, we could try XMR rig. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to download all the latest versions of the miners, because the 3080 was in this system. So I gotta update all the latest miners that are supported by AMD, and then kind of go from there. So, but let's see what Rio gets up to. It's gonna be pretty disappointing, because I think we already found out some of the numbers from some of the other people in the crypto space. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Chancoin, it's not so much that it's conflicting. It doesn't matter what I do in MSI Afterburner, it will not apply. So even if I exit out of it and restart it without AMD software, it will not apply. Now, I like to have MSI Afterburner on because in my keyboard, I can see, you know, my CPU temps and stuff like that. That's the only reason why I like it. So if you look right above me, the memory thermals actually got up to 74C, even though it's a cool day. So bear that in mind. I would say looking at the backplate, because I actually did some B-roll shots. Looking at the backplate of the MSI Trio, there is thermal pads. Sorry, didn't move my mouse. There is thermal pads. Oh, we got a crash. Let's try it again. XMR stack. Let's go ahead. So that means if the driver crashed, that means that it should have reset back to default. Let's find out. Yeah, so right now this is the default performance metrics. Rio needs a little bit more CPU juice than Ethereum does. So right now it's on stock. I'll go ahead and write down these numbers as we get them. I forgot to default it. And this is going to be the only two tests that we do, because I got to get back to work, and unfortunately a lot of the miners are still not supporting it. The good news is Ethereum is the most profitable cryptocurrency to mine right now, whether you're AMD or Nvidia. So technically you're still making profits. You just only have a limited amount of projects that you can actually mine on. That's the sucky part about AMD. AMD is great GPUs, don't get me wrong, right? The RX 580, 480s, 470s, 570s have been long time like bosses as far as mining cryptocurrency. Unfortunately, the 4 gigs are on their way out or having to be switched to other projects, but at least they lasted such a long time. And the 8 gigs are still going strong. Yes, they're not the best right now, but they've lasted such a long time. So AMD's been really good. But when Ethereum switches to proof of stake, and those cards are no longer profitable because of EIP, whatever future update may come out, then you have to switch to other projects and you may not be as profitable. You might sell those GPUs for cheap, so on and so forth. But AMD is very restricted to a certain amount of algos and coins that it is able to mine at a profit. Now, you can mine a bunch of coins, but are you going to be profitable? Right now, yes, because of the current market. But when the market was in a bearish scenario, there was only so many projects that were actually a handful, really, that were actually profitable. Ethereum Classic when it was on regular Dagger or Ethash, not ETC hash, and a number of other coins, maybe like EtherGem, so on and so forth. EtherGem hasn't been showing up in my profitability chart. Which, by the way, if you guys are new to the channel, I do have a monthly video that comes out. That will be coming out at the beginning of February. I take all the data for January and go over what the top cryptocurrencies to mine were for the month of January. So it's kind of looking back at the past month to find out, you know, what projects should we be looking into as far as profitability. But AMD is very particular. So 30, we got to let this go for a while. We really want the 15-minute time. And there's no need to keep you guys on this entire time to do that, but I would say we were safely around 3,300 hashes, which is that something to write home about? You tell me. Now this is stock, so keep that in mind. Let me find Ryo. Is Ryo somewhere in here? Yeah, there it is. We don't even have fast timing on, so keep that in mind. And that's something I talked about a little bit ago, fast timing. Oh shoot, that's the wrong one. I'm gonna put this up here next to Ethereum. And if Yashik was here, I would do Aeon, but I don't even think the miner, there's a miner that supports Aeon. So let's see here, where are we at? 33, let's say 3308 hashes. And this is the stock settings. We're at 100. Holy crap, we're sucking on some power. Wow, we're sucking a lot of juice. Minus 100, so that's 245, 240, 240 watts. Good golly, Miss Molly. Software says 196. But if you saw my system idle, let's say, yeah, so 240, 248, 246, 243. We're gonna say, yeah, we're just gonna go with 240. All right, let's see what happens when we add some more juice. Let's go manual. And AMD GPUs don't like to be tuned while mining, I noticed. You can do it, and some GPUs are a little bit fine with it, but they don't like it. We're gonna turn up that fan curve just a little bit. I feel like Bob Ross when I talk this way. Matter of fact, I'm curious about something. Hang on one second. Discard changes. I'm going to go back to manual, and we're only going to turn on fast timing. That's all we're going to do. Alright, I don't know about this song. I can't hear anything, but I don't know if I like it. So Ryo currency it's Kryptonite type algo. It's Kryptonite GPU algo. I covered it in the past, or at least as far as a basic scope, but you have to I always recommend do your own research. It's just a project that I mind a lot on and support. They do need to do some development. You know, I mean, there's projects out there that are getting too comfortable, and they need to keep innovating. They need to keep marketing. They need to keep growing, keep developing. But yeah, it's called Ryo currency. Privacy for everyone. So it's another privacy decentralized token. And they got the Atom wallet and a number of other things, but I just talked with those individuals and decided to check it out and been holding it ever since. What's up, Mega? Is that Mega the King? Mega? Yeah, Mega the King. Oh, there's a lot of new faces in here. Thank you for stopping by. So TDR fix. You need to open the miners folders and open that file. I did. That's what I was talking about. I double clicked it and opened it. So you're having issues, Crypto World? No problem, Michael. I'm glad that the post is helping you guys out. The updates for GPU hunting, because GPU hunting is a serious gig now. Apparently people are making money off of just providing those notifications. I'm giving it to you for free on my Discord. I just connected to those places that are pushing out the notifications all in one spot in my Discord. If you guys are interested in joining the Discord, just hit me up in live chat. Tag me, say I'd like to join, but I don't like bots, I don't like discrimination, and I don't like disrespectful individuals. So keep it clean, keep it civil, and be alright with me. But yeah, this channel is all about helping others. Whether it's tech related or I bump into an issue that may have not been covered on YouTube, I try to do it. Some of the videos have nothing to do with tech, they're automotive. But I bumped into an issue that I felt needed to be discussed or talked about. So 33 divided by those three numbers, I got 3339 hashes just by turning on fast timing in the memory. But we're going to go ahead and let's increase the memory first, not to 2150 but to 2100, and see if that increases anything. Not much, so it cares more about the core. Alright, so let's do some advanced tuning here. Let's bring down the voltage to 980. I gotta check that, guys. Bear with me 1 second. You drop the power draw a little bit, maybe by 10 or more watts. Alright, good job, Mary. Yeah, I'm gonna get going here in a minute, guys. Gotta do my my usual work. I'm not a full-time YouTuber, unfortunately. Alright, so we got about 10 minutes or so left. Any questions, please hit me up. Again, I will have all this data on a nice clean Reddit page for you. I do apologize if the format's not to your liking and you like my original content. I'll get back to it when I can. Yeah, we need to every time we change something, we need to reset this thing. But let's try to bring the power draw down. That's the big thing. Let's try to bring the power draw down. I don't think 2200 is going to work, but we'll try 20. Let's try 2200 flat. And this will be our last test for now. Keep an eye on the channel for a summary video, as well as links in that video to a Reddit page where I have all the data for you to do some comparison and stuff like that. I also appreciate those of you who are actually going to my Reddit page and posting your results. That's what's up. That's the whole point. I dump a bunch of data on there. Hey, this is what I got, clocks, power draw, yada yada yada, and then you guys add to it with your data, right? Maybe my MSI Trio is not a Silicon Lottery winner, but yours is, and you're able to clock much higher. Maybe you know, you're able to get 80 something mega hash just like bits be tripping, but other people can't. Sharing your data, it can be very useful because we can kind of get an aggregate total of like, all right, if you got a 6800, you can expect this to this, or 6800 XT this to this, 6900 XT this to this. So I appreciate that. Keep doing that. You can follow me on Twitter as well. Serpent XSF stands for X Special Forces, and I will keep trying to do my best to bring more and more content to you guys. Like I said, I'm not a full-time tech tuber or crypto YouTuber or whatever the damn name that you give us. But I appreciate the support, the comments, everything you guys do. So keep on doing that. And I will do my best to respond to comments when time allows. So we'll have to see. How do you get a 6800 though? So let me go ahead and drop it. So there's a bunch of channels out there that offer notifications, online, Twitter, stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and drop my invite to my server. And in there's channels for, you know, the 5000 series CPUs from AMD, or the 6000 series GPUs from AMD, or the 3000 series GPUs from Nvidia. So I'm posting a link in Discord now. Like I said, please check out the rules. Keep it civil, keep it respectful. Constructive criticism is welcome. And we'll just have to make it work. But I do need to get going here in a second. Would you recommend this GPU? So Alan, no. If you can get a 5700 or 5700 XT, I would recommend that. Go in BIOS mod with the straps and timings from Red BIOS editor and more power tool. On a 5700, you'd be performing just like a 5700 XT. So they're basically the same. The 6800 and 6800 XT are basically the same as well. Maybe the XT can get a little bit more in performance, like, you know, others have shown. But honestly, I would rather get 5700 XTs or 5700. But again, because of demand, price, and everything is ridiculous right now. So it just don't buy something that's 25% or 20% above MSRP. Don't. I can understand if you got that, you know, that one that's 15% and was MSRP, but the game plan is to get 8 of them, build a rig, break even time is still going to be good under a year or thereabouts. Then yeah, I understand that, but don't go spending $1,000 on a 6800 or $1,400 on a 6800 XT. That's completely pointless. No, don't do that. All right. No questions that I see here. I appreciate you guys stopping by. It was short and sweet. Oh, Michael, you're talking about GN. That's what's up. I am on the Gamers Nexus Discord, but I try to keep the mining world separate from the gaming world. I don't want to anger Peerless Girl. Like, she's really cool. I don't want to anger anybody in the GN Discord because they've been really awesome as far as the technical specs and everything. By the way, your memory is only rated at 110. So if you're pushing 110, because if you look at the 3000 series and got hardware info right now, I would tell you that hardware info has updated and you can see memory temperatures now on your 3000 series GPUs. Go check your GPU. You should not be hitting 110C. If you are, that's why you're thermal throttling. On my 3080 Gigabyte Eagle, I'm hitting 92, 94, dude. Like, it's bad. It's bad. That's how bad it is. Even with my thermal pads on the front and back. Good thermal pads on the front, good thermal pads on the back. I'm still hitting 92, 94. That's crazy. We're pushing this memory really hard. We could see that the highest was 74 on the AMD GPU. So you got to keep that in the back of your mind, right? If your GPU core temperatures is just fine, but you're thermal throttling, you're not getting the hash rate, more than likely your memory is being pegged and hit really hard. So keep that in mind. Get the latest version of Hardware Info 6.42-4360. Get that installed on your machines if you're running Windows, and keep an eye on those memory thermals and help protect your GPU. You don't want to run it too hot for long and then cause the lifespan of the GPU to diminish. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. It only shows it on a 3080, 3090, says Chancoin. Hardware Info only shows the memory temperatures on a 3080 and 3090 only, which is good because I'm not getting thermal issues with the 3060 Ti, and I don't think too many people are getting on the 3070. But the 3080 and 3090, a lot of them are thermal throttling, and that's because the memory is getting really, really, really hot. So glad that Hardware Info is updated to detect that. Unfortunately, no other programs will give us that data, but we'll have to see. All right. Thanks for stopping by. Like, share, subscribe, comment below this video if you're watching in the future, and I appreciate it very, very much. Stay tuned for a summary video, possible caffeine and crypto this Saturday, usually around 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If I'm available to do it, I will be spending time with the family. And yeah, stay tuned. Hit me up on Twitter, follow me, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.